My name is Gauri.
And my name is Udita, and we founded Umeed. At Umeed, we work with women across 3 low-income communities in Hyderabad. Basically, a women come from Makta, Abid, and Yusufpura, and places around.
We try to help these women by focusing on 3 areas. The first one is skill building, the second is values and mindsets, and the third is exposure. In skill building, we teach them how to create newspaper handicrafts, which are sold and the sale proceeds directly go to the women. And in values and mindsets and exposure, we try to change the mindsets of the women from conservative to progressive ones. So this eventually helps them in creating progressive mindsets.
So basically, both of us were Teach for India fellows. We taught grade 2 and 3. So we started working with the mothers of the kids we taught. Our kids had already started working. They were child laborers. They were working across Necklace Road in several areas. So we wanted our kids back in school, and that's how we approached the families. We did a series of research, went and talked to the ladies, and they really wanted to do something, but they weren't allowed to go out of the houses. So that's how this whole existence came into being. We wanted to give them something that they can sit at home and do. That's how it started. It's been a year now, and we have ladies from around the area. So yeah.
So I think 1 year before, both of us were into the fellowship. So we used to be in school till 3 o'clock, where we were interacting with the kids of these mothers. After school, we had the ladies come in, and we used to have our training sessions for around 3 hours. So which went on till evening 5, 6. But the model is such that the ladies take the homework. We call the making of the handicrafts as homework. So they take that work at home, and again they would come the next day to show us what they've completed.
The women actually are not allowed to go out every day. So Saturdays we meet. So a typical day for a woman would be get up, send kids to school, and then come for Umeed sessions, go back, start doing their homework. For us, it's more about before Saturday we would do all the planning, gather all the raw materials that we have to give them, and we have sessions every Saturday around 1, 2, 3 or 4, and we plan very extensively for it, because all the 3 buckets have to be covered in those 2 hours. So 1 hour skill training is happening. We are collecting the homework, giving them more homework, color combinations, and then there's another 1 hour that we plan to use for some team building activity or any group discussion. We do Nukkad Nataks also. So if you are doing something like that, we are preparing for it in advance. If you are calling somebody to speak to them, we are talking to them and planning with that person how that session should look like. If we are doing a Nukkad Natak, then we ourselves are planning and practicing for it. So that's how the week look like. So it basically is centered towards the Saturday that is going to come.
So whenever we have an exhibition in a corporate, we make sure that our ladies accompany us, at least 2 of them, and for a couple of hours, if not the entire day. So a typical day would look like us picking the ladies up from the community before reaching the corporate, or the ladies joining us directly, because some of them are really independent and comfortable in traveling. We do target the corporate sector because especially on festivals, there are some corporates that we have tie-ups with where we set up exhibitions. Apart from that, there are a lot of popular flea markets in the city, and also some beautiful community spaces like Lamakan. So these are majorly the 3 to 4 places where we set up exhibitions. Our understanding of the ground level challenges and problems of the social sector, because both of us have been fellows at Teach for India, so we're very good at relationship building as well, because we've spent a lot of time with our kids and of course with their parents.
UnLtd has been a huge support, not only financially but mentoring us. When we applied, we were 2 to 3 months old, and we were really new, like we said, to the city and to the idea itself. We knew we wanted to do it, but the house and the pros and cons and do's and don'ts, the legalities and finances, and also the fact that there are other investees who might have been through the same issues, they might have solutions to it. So I think it's been a huge mentoring program for us, and financially also it's been a huge help, because I believe that somehow gave us a little bit of risk-free environment where we can experiment and maybe focus on better things like business development, strategizing, connecting to the ladies, increasing the production, because we knew that we are at a little better state when it came to financially because of the support given by UnLtd.
I think in the longer run, we want to see our women, our ladies emerging as entrepreneurs. And that's been a focus since the beginning. We don't want Umeed to be a factory where people just learn a skill, produce products which are sold by someone else, marketed by someone else. We want our ladies to learn the intricacies of
the
trade, how the business cycle runs, because eventually we want them to emerge as an entrepreneur.
So our dream, I believe, would be one, like she said, that women are taking the leadership positions, and we can move on and expand it. We would want to replicate the model at other places, other cities. One, and second, I think a very huge focus is on the mindset. So the way the kids have started respecting the mother, the son would want his wife to work, he would want his daughter to study. So I think that very long gradual change in the mindset is what we are striving for. And if we see something emerging somewhere, if we talk to the kids and if we see some respect coming out, we know we are on the right path.
These women are really happy now. They started as very underconfident, nervous ladies who had never stepped out of the houses before. But after 1 year, their levels of confidence has increased, not only because of the values and mindsets sessions or the interactions that they have, but also because they've built a skill which will stay with them forever.
And also, I believe the support of the family has really come out for some of them. Some of them are still struggling, but yeah, initially they weren't even allowed to go out, and why are you going, where are you going, and now they know places, they can come, go out, talk to people. We take them for a lot of exhibitions, so they understand that English speaking is not the only way, and they can interact. So that is really shining through them, because there are times we even go to the houses and we talk to them. She was going through some issues and we went home, and then we were talking. Yasin is the name of the boy, and then we were asking, why do you think your mother should work? And then we asked, who do you think work harder? And we're like, my mother works harder because she works at home also, and then she does the Umeed work also. And then we asked, then why do you think she has to do so much work, like two things? And then he said, because it makes her happy. Whenever I see her in Umeed photograph, she's always smiling. And then he also said that she has a lot of friends there. So I think that is one of the biggest thing that I remember of conversation with the family.
So I think initially our families were very skeptical about the kind of work that we do. And I think both our parents had a lot of problems with the community visits that we do, because every Saturday and Sunday we find ourselves in the community, deep into the community, either finding women or speaking or having conversations with people, because I think that really strengthens us. So yeah, they did have a lot of issues with us traveling to the community, but slowly and gradually, I think as they're seeing the impact that we're having, they're changing too, positively.
And also because I've taken Umeed up full time, so there are a lot of why are you doing this, because if the normal mindset would go, and I don't blame them, if the mindset would go, they would want me to follow the blueprint that everybody else is following. So obviously this is different, and they just don't understand the immediate effect. But then my parents were over and they met the ladies, and so now they're a little supportive of the idea. So yeah, they are coming around.
I think one, definitely we have to increase our revenues. We have to make Umeed very financially solid and sustainable. At the moment, We are looking at expanding our reach in terms of networks. We're trying to increase our sales because I think we're pretty sorted as far as the quality and the production cycle and all of that is concerned. So we're looking at expanding. So I think we need good networks. We need people who can connect us to the right people in terms of selling our products, and also people who would understand the worth and the value of the products and the work that we do. I don't think we have a count for that because it's in our head, it's a full time.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have different jobs, we have a family, we have another job, but then I think in our mind it's pretty full time. So
yeah, and I am on Meet full time, so time let's not talk about. Financially also, I don't think we are keeping account as of now. We know the strong numbers in our head, but I think this is it's been a year and this is not the time to sit and talk about all these things. So we are basically getting what we wanted out of it after a year, some parts of it. So we know that we are on the right track. Let's see. I think no, I don't. I think I would have ended up doing something like this, maybe somewhere down the line. So the sooner the better, I believe. So yeah, because I found a very good partner. So yeah, TFI also gave me that perspective. So I think I would be doing this somewhere down the line, if not now.
yeah, I think I would have been researching somewhere or interning somewhere so that I may come up with something like Umeed. So yeah.